What does that mean? Well, force the efforts that we need around the city.
Can you tell us what the chain of command is now?
What does that mean?
Well, is it Pam Bondi speaking to the mayor?
DEI, DEI, DEI.
What does that mean?
You, or how does this work now?
What does that mean?
Well, is it
What does that mean?
And side by side with our federal partners in order to enforce the efforts that we need around the city.
Can you tell us what the chain of command is now?
What does that mean?
Well, is it
Efforts that we need around the city.
Can you tell us what the chain of command is now?
What does that mean?
Well,
enforce the efforts that we need around the city.
Can you tell us what the chain of command is now?
What does that mean?
All right, y'all gonna sing it out loud with me. DEI, DEI. Not qualified, not qualified. Resign, it's time to resign. DEI, yeah. I tell you, what a disgrace. What a disgrace. It's going down. New sheriffs are in town. We actually know who's running the country, and Daddy done pulled out his belt in the big house, in the big office. It's going down.
Want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Why this beat so cold?
We will make America proud again. And you try to kill our citizens. We will make America wealthy again. And yes, together, we will make America great again.
I tell you, I think they ought to get rid of that heifer. They say, Rick, sir, come on, sir. Rick, don't start this today, sir. I think they ought to get rid of that heifer. DEI, DEI. Woo! Y'all know Rick gonna come here and have fun with you. If you don't want to have fun, if you don't want to have a good time, this not the show for you. This not the channel for you. Sorry, don't want to hurt your feelings. You say, oh, sir, you play too much. Oh, sir, I'm sick of it. Oh, I'm unsubscribing, sir. Oh, sir. Cry us a river, bake us a pie. We don't want to eat it. Good, good, goodbye. Don't let the door hit you on the way out. Yeah. But it's going down. Our president ain't playing around. We know who's running the country. Then through the machine, the thing, they didn't through the auto pen, the whole machine is in the storage unit. They didn't slam the door. It's pitch black in there. They don't want to see it. They don't want to look at it. We actually know who's running the country. He didn't put his foot down. Yeah. They say, the hell with your numbers. We don't care about you. You say crime is down. Oh, okay. Okay. Somebody they just died the other day. The hell with your numbers. You know, we rocking and rolling. Yeah. It's time to stomp the ground. And before we get into this, we want to also send love, respect, a huge shout out. Thank you to the ones who made the ultimate sacrifice, our troops, our first responders down there, law enforcement, our agents, you know, and the foolishness that they have to deal with, especially with the derangement syndrome we have in this country, Trump derangement syndrome, these liberal hack activists. I mean, just a disgrace. These people are losing their mind. We're seeing agents get hit with Subway sandwiches. I tell you, man, these people here are just completely losing their minds, man. But F around and find out. Yeah, he got felony charges. Good. Yeah, this is good. Yeah, F around and find out. You're gonna find out real quickly. Let's jump in.
Violent crime continues in D.C. Last night, a man was shot and killed in Logan Circle in Washington, D.C.
All right, let's do it.
Meanwhile, D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser
You know, Democrats would say, it didn't happen. Show us the report. It didn't happen. Yeah.
firing back at Donald Trump for sending in the troops.
I believe that the president's view of DC is shaped by his COVID era experience during his first term. It is also true that we experienced a crime spike post-COVID, but we worked quickly to put laws in place and tactics that got violent offenders off our streets and gave our police officers more tools.
DEI, DEI.
Which is why we have seen a huge decrease in crime.
A huge decrease in crime. Let's bring in the chair of the DC Police Union, Gregory Pemberton, and he joins us this morning. Gregory, great to have you here. I guess my first question is, why do you support the president's takeover?
Ashley, thanks for having me.
Sure.
We completely agree with the president here that crime in the district is out of control and something needs to be done about it. This concept that crime is down is really an old trope. They're using statistics in a way that makes it appear that crime is going down, but our rank and file officers know that we're going call to call to call for armed carjacking, stabbings, robberies, shootings, homicides, and the crime isn't going anywhere. And so we welcome the assistance, and whether that's federal agents or the National Guard, we'll use it. We'll do whatever we can to get bad guys off the streets and try to keep citizens of the district safe. Our concern here is that this is a temporary measure. This is only going to last for 30 days, and then the feds and the National Guard will be on their way, and we'll be left holding the bag. Our agency right now is an authorized strength of 4,000 sworn officers, and we're currently sitting at 3,180 with more than 800 vacancies for the position of sworn police officer. And that's the main reason why we can't keep these streets safe. The department relies on 2 million hours of overtime every year to try to close this gap. So the underlying issues of the laws that have been passed by the DC Council, we hope that this 30 days gives some insight into from the feds to see exactly how terrible these laws are and how they've destroyed the police department so that we can work to get those things corrected.
You know, D.C. Police Commander Michael Pulliam is under investigation for allegedly changing crime statistics to make it appear that violent crime has fallen considerably. So I guess the question is, has crime fallen or not? And based on what you just told us, if there's a crime has not fallen.
I don't think so, and that's a very interesting aspect of the story that doesn't seem to be reported, is that they have a command staff official who's alleged to have been going into police databases and changing felonies to misdemeanors to try to keep these crime numbers down. Listen, I know Commander Pulliam, and he's a stand-up guy. What I suspect is that this is a pattern of practice, and this is something that's been ordered from the top to make sure the commanders are managing the crime stats to make it appear the crime is lower than it is, which is a disservice to the city, it's a disservice to the officers, and above all, it's a disservice to the victims of these crimes when we're not taking the proper police reports and investigating them and advocating for those proper resources.
Exactly. We'll have to leave it there. But Gregory, thanks for joining us. And
like we're seeing with the labor statistics, they say these numbers ain't the numbers. These numbers ain't the numbers. And now the Trump administration, President Trump, then put his foot down, then dropped the hammer. Says the hell with y'all numbers. We got to step in right now. We got to get this under control right. We got to clean up this mess right now. I don't care if the numbers say it's all down low, whatever y'all got to say. The hell with y'all. We got to do it right now, and I love we got this kind of leadership, man. You know, say what y'all want about President Trump. Say what you want about them. You say what you want. I love this leadership. You know, we actually know who's running the country. We actually have a president. Whether you like it or not. Yeah. And this administration, I'll tell you, is a night and day difference than the previous administration. So yeah, we rooting for President Trump. This is good. This is good. The hell with your numbers. The hell with your numbers. Let's rock out. But I want y'all to check this out right here. We're gonna check out the mayor and this disgraceful chief. You just can't make this up. And before we get into it, I got to pull it up right here. But I'm just looking at the comments. People that live in DC know crime is not down. This is what incompetence looks like. I'm reading literally off the comment section. I'm reading what people are saying on the ground. And these are not bots. You know. If she had done her job, none of this would have be happening. Ooh wee. The chief is an example of DEI at work. Chain of command. What that mean? She doesn't know what the chain of command is. Yeah, and it's going to get real bad in this video that you're finna check out. That we're finna all check out together. Police chief needs to be fired immediately. How can she not know what chain of command means? Yeah. DEI, DEI, not qualified. D didn't earn E, it's I. Didn't earn it, not qualified. I got to start singing them old. Yeah, I got to get on here and sing to y'all.
Well, good morning, everybody. I'm Muriel Bowser, and I am with members of my team, including the Chief of Police, the Deputy Mayor for Public Safety, Lindsay Apia, and the City Administrator for the District, Kevin Donahue. We just completed a meeting with Attorney General Pam Bondi, where we were discussing the President's executive order. We're happy to take a few questions.
Mayor Mariel Carbone with DC News Now. Can you give any idea more now that you've talked to Pam Bondi about what it's going to look like with her oversight of
the chief can talk to you about her meetings with federal officials and their the MPD strategic plan moving forward.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. So I had the opportunity yesterday and this morning to meet with Mr. Terry Cole, who's the administrator from the DEA, and also Mr. Gadai Staralto, called Gaddy from the U.S. Marshal. He's the director of the U.S. Marshal. And we have been working collaboratively. I think this is going to be a good effort. It's going to be an effort that's supported by both teams, the Metropolitan Police Department as well as our federal partners. As you know, we work daily with them. What we've done at this point is we have provided the team, the administrator, with a strategic plan on how we will provide resources around our city. I think it's something that is doable. We know that we have to get illegal guns off of our street, and if we have this influx or enhanced presence, it's going to make our city even better.
Chief, what's your role in all this?
I am the Chief of Police for the Metropolitan Police Department, and being the Chief of Police, I am certainly the one who champions to ensure that we reduce violent crime across our city. That is why the mayor appointed me to do that job, which is why you've seen the reduction in crime across our city. This effort will only help us enhance and build upon that.
Are you responding? Are you answering to Terry Cole?
I answer to I answer to Mayor Muriel Bowser.
Chief,
Let me just say this: let us not have any controversy with that, okay? Because I know people want to build upon and create division. We're here to work together with our federal partners, and that's what we're going to do.
Chief, how are you going to do that? Can you explain what the National Guard is likely to do, what the federal agents are likely to do?
So the federal agents. So the way we would do any operational plan across our city, we would create a plan. We would put our resources together. We would allocate.
Put our resources together
around our city, where we believe. There are areas of pockets of crime that we would like to address. We also know that there are opportunities for us to build upon our community engagement with our federal partners who work with us every day, and this is the time for us to do it. I won't go into the details and the devils of our operational plan at this point, but you will see Metropolitan Police Department working side by side with our federal partners in order to enforce the efforts that we need around the city.
Can you tell us what the chain of command is now?
What does that mean?
Well, is it Pam Bondi speaking to the mayor, speaking to you, or how does this work?
So the executive order is clear. The president has requested MPD services, and our home rule charter outlines the MPD. What does that mean?
Well, enforce the efforts that we need around the city.
Can you tell us what the chain of command is now?
What does that mean?
Well, is it Pam Bondi speaking to the mayor?
DEI, DEI. DEI.
You or how does this work now?
What does that mean?
Well, is it
What does that mean?
It's clear. The president has requested MPD services, and our home rule charter outlines the process. The president designated Attorney General Bondi as his proxy to request services through me.
But does the Attorney General have the authority to implement changes in MPD or just request changes?
The executive order is pretty clear, and so is the law. The president has the authority by virtue of the statute to request services. Our organizational chart, how we do business, how we fund the police, how we make changes, none of that has changed.
So you retain hiring, firing?
Yes.
You've had some time to think about it since yesterday. How do you sum up how this has played out where you didn't know about this before it was announced?
What I'm focused on is the federal surge and how to make the most of the additional officer support that we have. We have the best in the business in MPD and Chief Pamela Smith to lead that effort and to make sure that the men and women who are coming from federal law enforcement are being well used, and that if there's National Guard here, that they're being well used, and all in an effort to drive down crime. So how we got here, or what we think about the circumstances right now, we have more police, and we want to make sure we're using them.
Are you concerned at all that some of the police that are out there are FBI agents who are assigned to offices who are now patrolling the streets at night?
I'm going to rely on the police chief to work with her counterparts to make sure people are being deployed in a useful way.
Could you explain what the nature of the relationship between the chief and OkayRickk going to be during the 30-day period?
It's going to be, she's going to work hand in hand with the people that the president has designated.
Just a couple months.
Chief, we hear in some other jurisdictions the National Guard are made up primarily of police and law enforcement. Do we know the makeup of the DC
I wouldn't be able to say that offhand. I think they come from all backgrounds.
Are there a lot of law enforcement
There are a number of Metropolitan Police Department and officers from other law enforcement outfits, firefighters, and others who make up our DC National Guard, because that's who makes up our city.
And does the National Guard have the power to make arrests on a day-to-day basis? How does that work?
No, the National Guard is not law enforcement, and so as the chief said, we regularly, because of what we do in our city, work with the National Guard, and we'll do the same. That they will coordinate through the Metropolitan Police Department for any services that they're providing during this time.
All right. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
DEI.